Yo, what is going on, you devious dude-piter? Today we're taking a look at Gabriel Fernandez Zoroark deck that he used to get second place at the World Championships. He almost had the perfect season. He won all three ICs in the seniors division, multiple regional championships, and then almost took down the World Championships, coming up just short in the finals. But hey, it doesn't really get too much better than that. I mean, the only better it could get would be literally winning the whole tournament. And this is the list that he used to get to the finals of the World Championships. Before we jump into it though, break it all down. Huge shout out to Dragon Shield, of course, as always, for sponsoring the channel. They got some new dual matte sleeve colors, the Gooseberry and the Blossom, so be sure to go check those out if you are a dual matte fan. But if you're not, if you're a fan of the mattes like me, some of my color recommendations are the Blood Reds, of course, and the Magentas. I also like the Tangerines as well, so check them all out over at dragonshield.com. Of course, Azul, a code AzulGG will get you a discount, and a link will be in the description as well. So it's a Zoroark deck, so of course we have the 4/4 ends Zoroark in here, and there's no Dark Manatan in this build, so the only thing we're copying is the Reshiram's Virtuous Flame or Powerful Rage attacks, which is pretty much all we need to go up against most matchups. But there's a couple things we need in here for some other situations, namely up against the Golden Go matchup. Now, there was another pretty successful build of Zoroark piloted by Mateus that played the Ogerpon in there, the Cornerstone Ogerpon, as its kind of answer to Golden Go. And I haven't tried that build of Zoroark out yet, so I'm not sure which one I think is better, but this one did feel pretty good. And this one rocks the Toedscruel in here, a 2/1 Toedscruel line with that Slime Mold Colony as its answer to Golden Go. Cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put into their hand by an effect of your opponent's abilities or trainer cards. So this shuts down Superior Energy Retrieval, which is the main source of Golden Go's damage, and Night Treasure. A little bit less relevant, but can still come up not only in the Golden Go matchup, but can be good against stuff like Gardevoir and Pult as well. Not a thing you want to really rush out in those matchups, but it's still something you can utilize. Yeah, so 2/1 Toedscruel line. And this is important because up against Golden Go, we can bench double Toedscruel. And then even if our opponent has Gust KO on our Toedscruel, then we can evolve the other Toedscruel into the Toedscruel if we super rot it back into the deck on that same turn. Or even if we do only get one Toedscruel set up and our opponent does go Gust KO it, if they're playing Golden Go, we can go Super Rod plus TM Evo and immediately get the Toedscruel back into play and have it set up ready to go once again to shut down our opponent's energy recovery, which, like I said, shuts down all of their damage potential. So specifically, the Toedscruel's in here as like the answer to the Golden Go. Like I mentioned, we got the Reshiram as our only attacker, but besides that, we got some other options. We got the Ursaluna for the late game attacking option, and then double Munkidori in here as well. And this is one of our main tools we use to beat the Dragapult matchup, clearing and healing up some of that damage on our side of the field, moving it back to our opponent's side of the field. Another late game attacker in here is actually the Pecharunt EX with that Irritated Outburst for 2 Dark Energy. It does 60 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So if they've drawn 4 prize cards, we're only hitting for 240 damage, which the Ursaluna can already do itself. But if they've drawn 5 prize cards, we actually hit for 300 damage, which still comes up a little bit short on taking knockouts on stuff like Dragapult and Charizard. But we do play a Binding Mochi in here as well, which increases the damage the Pokemon it's attached to by 40 if the Pokemon is poisoned. Now, we can use Pecharunt to poison our Zoroark, so then our Zoroark is then copying the Virtuous Flame of Reshiram, combined with the Binding Mochi to be able to hit for 210 damage, which KOs stuff like Fezandipiti, or I don't see Fez is kind of the big one. It just kind of KOs Fezandipiti. We already KO'd Latias because it's weak to Dark, so it really is just Fez. But we actually have a way to poison our Pecharunt EX. Pecharunt EX's ability switches our bench Dark Pokemon to the active, but it can't switch itself, and then it poisons that Pokemon. But we do play Janine's Secret Art, which says we can choose 2 of our Dark Pokemon in play, and then we accelerate a Dark Energy to each of them. And if we accelerate a Dark Energy to our active Dark Pokemon, it becomes poisoned. So if we put the Pecharunt in the active, at the end of the game, we poison it with Janine's Secret Technique, and then attach the Binding Mochi. We can be hitting for 340 damage, which KO stuff like the Dragapults, like the Charizards, if we need it. So we have that as a tool in here as well. We also have energy switches in here, which is not only a great way to set up stuff like Pecharunt, or maybe be able to attack with Ursaluna a little bit earlier than our opponent was hoping for, because theoretically we could go like on turn, actually honestly after they've taken the first 2 prizes, we could go like E-Switch plus attach return to Ursaluna and then Blood Moon for 240. Now it's a lot to set up on like the second turn of the game, but it is possible. But more commonly it'd be used to set up combos of Pecharunt, or, and this is where it comes up the most, is being able to set up our Munkidoris or use our Munkidoris more aggressively. If we have like a Zoroark can play with 1 energy and we just got attacked by a Dragapult, we could go like attach to Munkidori, use Munkidoris Adrenaline Brain, and then E-Switch off the Monkey to the Zoroark, or E-Switch to a different Munkidori, use that Adrenaline Brain, and then E-Switch to the Zoroark, and then use Zoroark to copy the Virtuous Flame attack from Reshiram and attack one of our opponent's Pokemon. So the E-Switches most commonly used with Munkidori, but there's a lot of cool combos you can do with them to do stuff by attacking with Pecharunt in the late game, attacking with Ursaluna in the late game, or not even the late game, in the mid game even. Or just moving our energy around between our Zoroarks can be pretty cool as well. And don't be afraid to go for a cruel arrow with the Fezandipiti EX. That can also come up. So for the supporter lineup, it's definitely a pretty interesting supporter lineup. There's 4 Arven, 2 Boss, only 2 Iono, 2 Turo as well, and then there's 2 Janine Secret Art as the only form of energy acceleration. So besides attaching for turn, there's no ends PP up in this build of Zoroark, which is super interesting. But after playing some games with it, I didn't overly feel like I missed the ends PP up. A lot of matchups are slow enough to the point where we can manually build up our energy into play, or it would be hard for our opponent to like gust chase our energy as we build it up on the bench, or we do just find a Janine Secret Art in the early game / mid game, and that gets enough energy in play to kind of sustain throughout the rest of the game. Anyway, so once we get off like that first Janine Secret Art, we're usually good to go from there. That's enough extra energy in play that we're able to attack with our Zoroarks in the early game. Ursaluna can sometimes attack for free in the late game, and it would free up our attachments in the mid game so we can get our energies on our Munkidoris. And like the E-switches, like I said, help a lot with that as well. We can attach to the Munkidori, use the Munkidori, and then E-switch over to a Zoroark, attack with Zoroark. For the rest of like the Pokemon search and stuff, there's 4 Buddy Poffin, 3 Nest Ball, and 1 Ultra Ball. It is a TM Evo, heavy TM Evo based build. I actually haven't attacked with Cleffa a single time in all the games that I played with the deck. I still don't hate the idea of the Cleffa, but yeah, I basically obviously played very heavily for the TM Evo every single game. Maybe I attacked with Cleffa once, actually. For the rest of the item cards, 2 Super Rod, and this is pretty important, especially for recovering the Toedscruel. So there's no Night Treasures in here, just playing completely through the Super Rod as the energy recovery. 2 Counter Catcher to go alongside the 2 Boss. 1 Earthen Vessel to help with pulling off that turn 1 TM Evo through the Arven. A Pal Pad for that recovery of our supporters as the game progresses. I definitely played through a lot of games where I probably didn't like ever use or need a 3rd Turo, but like if you use 1 Turo, but then we want to use another Turo in the late game, putting that Turo back. I definitely had games where I used more than 3 Boss. So that came up for sure. I also overextended my counter catchers in some games where I thought, there's no way I'm going to ever use these. And then as the game developed, I kind of wish I had my counter catchers back. So you got to be really careful with your resources for sure. But Pal Pad does help with that as well as you get to late game. Sometimes you are just stuck with hands where you have to trade away like a Boss or a Turo. And it feels really, really bad. But the Pal Pad kind of saves you in that late game to make sure you have all the resources you need as the game progresses. Super Odds, of course, also a pretty big deal with that. Sometimes you just look at your hand and you're like, these cards are better than these cards, so I have to trade away a card that still seems pretty good, and as you get to the late game, you're like, oh, I do still kind of want this card, and that's where, the recovery just kind of saves you. And then the A-Spec in here is the Unfair Stamp. Unfair Stamp, honestly, is probably one of my favorite A-Specs to play. It's not that great in that many decks right now. The best decks that it's good in is like this deck and like, Charizard Pult. Is that basically it? Charizard sometimes plays it, but yeah, it's not very good in many decks right now. They're just better options, but it is such a sick, aggressive, early game hand disruption card, and you really feel the power of it in the Zoroark deck for sure. Only 2 Ends Castle for some more mobility alongside the Turo scenario, but this feels like more than enough. And then 7 basic dark energy as well. And that's it. That's the build that Gabriel Fernandez, like I said, used to get to the finals in the seniors division at the World Championships. Let's jump some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. So sometimes there's not really a good answer for it, to be honest. I mean, this is Guardy, right? I can bench that. It should be fine. But yeah. I think with the lack of Shamans, Darmanitan should be added to the deck. And helps the Dango matchup. But it doesn't help the Dango matchup more. Like, you're unfavored against Dango with Darmanitans. Oh wait, no. This is literally just Espathra. Your Dango matchup is better with... Your Dango matchup is unfavored with Darmanitans, and it's favored with the Toedscruel stuff. Or I assume it's favored with Toedscruel. Or like the Ogre Pond stuff. Is this just a bad match? I feel like it's a terrible matchup for me. I'm just gonna get, well, maybe I'm not gonna get cooked because they literally have like Flittle Pass, but kind of need to KO this thing though. Need a Zoroark. Nice. One to the bottom there. Honestly, I kind of want to set up Toedscruel in this matchup. I'm sure they play Night Treacher's. I need like all the help I can get, I feel like. But how does this work again? Okay. I should have time to like play this next turn, to be honest. Oh, nice. The heck? Darn Insano. I don't even want any of the rest of the squad. I think I just want these. And like I said, I may as well set up the Toedscruel, I feel like. Oh, wait, no, we're good. I could leave the bench space open for like Pecharunt. I don't need a bench of Zorua yet, because they're nothing attacking me next turn. So like if they try and like boss trap my guy, should be chilling. Then we can Janine's next turn to the Zoruas. That seems like the best play, or I can just Iono. But I kind of want a Janine's plus trade. Well, actually, I mean, Boss KO Flittle would probably also be pretty good. I just don't feel like I have time to use TM Evo. I feel like I have to be aggressive here. Because once this guy gets set up, it's going to be so... Dude, how do I even deal with this thing? This thing seems undealable with. Like, how do I... I think this thing just bodies me. Not the Flittle, but the Espathra. Dude, I'm cooked. What the heck? Well, I'm getting Iono. I guess I don't really get to pick what I could play out of my hand. Yo, what's up, JR to Bears? Maybe it is... Oh, I got Boss. So we could Boss KO Flittle here. I run 2 Stretcher or 1 Stretcher, 1 Rod and Zoroark? I have no clue. I assume it depends on the list a little bit. Okay, that's a good draw. No Zoroarks on the bottom. I think I should Boss KO Flittle here. Well, I have no draw power in hand, but we're chilling. I don't want to shuffle the deck yet either, because the bottom of my deck is still pretty bad, to be honest. Are you doing Milwaukee this October? Command in the title will tell you the majors I currently plan to attend. Keep Boss to play around Espathra? No, if they set up an Espathra, I need to be able to go through the Espathra. I'm just going to lose. If I get nuked by an Espathra and then I just boss around it for a single prize card, we're just losing. We have to go through the Espathra for sure. But if I can get through one and they don't have a follow-up one, then we're feeling pretty good. Pech and Bear could be your potential attackers. In the late game, yeah. I mean, the Bear I can use eventually to get 2 prize cards for sure. Well, maybe that's... No. Maybe that is how I could have played it, I guess. I could have gone KO... No, because I'm not going to be able to boss... Like, if they don't nuke my active, I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. If they just don't want to KO my active, I'm feeling okay. Pech is not that... Pech is going to be hard to set up, though. Being able to set up Pech and Bear at some point would be tough. But I can set up Bear. I could do Bear plus Mochi plus Pech at some point. That would work. Did you move back to California? I've been living in California since I moved to California. So like the last 4 years, I've lived in California. But I never left California. You can't use Pech and Bear because it'll take an extra energy on both to swing right. Well, I could. It would just be a lot to set up. It'd be hard to get a Pecharunt set up and then also the Ursaluna set up at the end of the game. But I could theoretically do it. You have Janine E-Switch though? I mean, I don't just have everything when but that's just... No. I mean, yes, I play those cards. Those cards exist, yes. But that's not how it works. You don't just be like, oh, you play these cards, you win the game. If that's how the game worked, no one would actually play a game of Pokemon. They would sit down and be like, what are your 60 cards? Mine are this. Yours are this? Okay, you win. I just concede. I do play those cards, but finding them in that combination is tough when we're getting one-hit KO'd every turn. I guess I can send a Reshiram for a turn, though, to stall, right? If they go knockout, I can go push Rushy Pass. What I got unfaired. They do only have this one Espathra right now that I have to get through. Yeah, that's fine. Like that combination of cards, like Janine E-Switch, if we can draw into it, we can go that route, but we don't want to plan to have to draw that to like set up Pecharunt into set up Ursaluna or something like that. We can do it, but it doesn't want to be the plan. It wants to be, okay, if that's what we end up doing, that's fine. I can't even TM Evo here. There's no way of poisoning bear. Oh, that's true. I can't even poison the bear anyways because I can't petch it. I could attach this active, E-switch active, attach active, but then this thing... 9120. They would still actually whiff the knockout. I feel like that's probably not worth it. Let's just play this. I'll save the TM Evo. Okay, this is fine. I do want Janine at some point. Or boss. No, I think I have to go through this. Like I was saying, I think I have to go through this. Taking away their artisan is probably worth it here, right? Pass. Hopefully they don't have like triple acceleration boss. Remember when some good players were playing Nest Pathra to majors for a while? I do remember, yeah. Vinny was one of them. How do you ever go through Espathra? We just need to find a Janine. If we find a Janine, we're good. We need a Janine and a Super Rod at some point. So how many energy in the discard pile right now? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, so we need Janine and Super Rod. Espathra Loki cooks. No. This card is terrible. Alright, we're halfway there. Alright, well that's kind of cringe. Sorry for the question, but do you like Magic the Gathering as well? You don't have to apologize to ask a question. I've played the game. I mean, Magic is fun. But I don't play regularly. Also, did you have boost in viewership post Worlds? I mean, I don't know. This is the first time I've streamed since I got back. So, I don't know. Did you got the new TFT set at all? No, I've only ever played like 2 games of TFT. Alright, this situation kind of sucks. I could just Turo reset this and attach to a Zorua. Or I could actually just retreat to Toedscool, attach a Zorua pass. What if I did this? I just gave myself time to get through this thing. Dude, this feels so bad though. 130. Oh, dude, if I had a Munkidori here. We don't have a Munkidori though. Alright, we'll figure it out. That's right, you were a BGs guy. Yeah, I still play BGs regularly. I've never actually played TFT though. Like I played like 2 games or something like that. Couple games. Is Ends that good? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it yet. Seems fine. Cringe. Okay. Well, now with the damage on my bench Reshiram, I could Munkidori plus Ursaluna to 1-hit KO Espathra. What I can actually do here is I can Zoroark punch Espathra, Munkidori 30 over. Oh, never mind. What, do they KO me though? I haven't done the math. What does it do? Oh. Dude, come on, man. God damn it. I'm gonna set this up. It's still winnable. It's still winnable. It's still winnable. Hold up. Maybe I should never put the Toedscool in play. I wanted to put it in play to like stop their Night Stretchers, which they probably do play some Night Stretchers. But, I mean, yeah. All right, we'll see what happens. It's not over yet. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, wait, I could get real cheesy with this. I could go like... I don't even know if this is correct, to be honest, but I kind of like it. I definitely don't like the idea of another Espathra getting set up. I can tell you that much for sure. That's not very chill. Okay, don't mind another Munkidori. Dude, I guess I don't know. I mean, it feels really bad for the Toedscool to be in play right now, but I don't want to say it's for sure was a mistake. Like, I don't know. Should I play around their Night Stretchers? They haven't played one yet. I don't have Toedscool active. I don't know. We're chilling. Appreciate the raid there. Silverado TV. Welcome in all. Hope you had a good stream. Where there's a monkey, there's a way. Exactly. I was so glad to see you back. Did you see that Pokemon posted a picture of you at Worlds? I did not know. TFT clears once you understand the system / mechanics. Yeah, but BG's is like so. I don't really want like a. I like BG's is like so casual. Stop. I like the casualness aspect of it. Wait, we can just KO them with Ursaluna now, though, right? No, there's no damage on my side of the field. I could punch them with Ursaluna. I want to find Iono as well. They just had another boss. So annoying. Oh, there's only one Iono in the deck. Oh, the deck only plays 2 Iono. What the heck? I just kind of assumed it played more. Okay, we found it, though. Okay, hold up. Should I even Iono them? They have a 2-card hand and they just back-to-back bossed me. Do they have another boss in their hand? I mean, they could, obviously, but... Maybe I just hold the hand here. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I should just hold the hand and just punch. That seems fine. Do you think cool the second day of Worlds? I mean, nothing crazy. I just kind of hung out, cubed. I didn't like go to Disney or anything like that. If you had to play a deck to the next regional, what would you choose? I don't know. Okay. Dude, stop. Nice. Another Tails. Why energy to bear? Because they're... Wait, am I trolling? No, yeah, because their ability. It makes our attacks cost 1 more, so you have to play it there to be able to attack. How many energy? I guess we are. You know, we're gonna win this one here. I think actually. Right, they ran away. So I actually get the KO with Turo Countercatcher, but they're both on the bottom of the deck. My bear is actually just kind of stuck here. Did I keep the TM Evo? No, I got rid of it. The Mochi's in there, though. I could do something like this, actually. Oh, there's another TM Evo in here. Okay, cool. How many boss are in this deck? 2? Yeah, let's go boss Turo here. I mean, if they have boss in hand, that's kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. Countercatcher E-switch over. But I can't move them active anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I think I'll keep the Janines here. I could put this in play. I mean, I think I might as well, right? I mean, Countercatcher are in this deck, too. Well, currently, they can retreat, so I think I should Countercatcher up a different thing, right? Just bring up this. Then we dig for boss next turn, or a second Countercatcher. I actually don't know if the second Countercatcher is in the deck, though, but... Now they don't... Now they can't win with just boss. They need, like, retreat plus boss or something. Oh, shoot. Is that enough? That's not enough, right? 6, 7, 8? No, not quite. Oh, but they can accelerate. Oh, they could actually KO me this turn with the triple acceleration energy, actually. Wait, maybe... Nah. It could be, though. It actually makes a pretty big difference, to be honest, in Espathra, the triple acceleration energy. What's your favorite card in the TCG right now? I don't really have one. We also have another Super Rod left in the deck as well. So we should be fine. We should be able to win this for sure. What if they're... Well, no, they can't punch me because they can just Munkidori the damage over. Okay. So I just need Gust. Cool. We don't have enough energy for Janine anyways at this point, so I'm just gonna get rid of the Janine. But I'll keep the Iono. I can keep the E-Switch though, it's a more powerful card. Alright, I think we got him. I think we got him. Little having 30 HP is so bad though. Well, there's like the... I mean, the 30 HP one is the best one, but they have the 50 HP one. You just don't get the free retreat, I guess. Which, honestly, the lack of the free retreat is kind of a big L, because, like, being able to get to, like, Cleffa or Badu turn 1 for free is, like, really, really nice, but... always hard to treat, I guess. Right, I don't know how they would... I don't know how they would win here at this point. Maybe they have a win condition, though. Although, I don't know how I'm winning on my turn, either. 50 isn't much better than 30? I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. It's just, I mean, at least it's not one Munkidori away, right? All right, nice. Leafeon sounds kind of annoying to deal with. Well, at least Russia can't get donked. True. We're not getting donked. If you had double PC, you could stream 2 games at once. That'd be kind of sick. I mean, I could do that anyways because I have my iPad. I have the iPad. You can also open multiple. I can open multiple. Oh well, it gets weird. Actually, I did try that. You can open. There probably is a cleaner way to do it, but you can open up multiple iterations. Not iterations. You can open up PTCG Live multiple times on the computer. It got weird though. I was logged into 2 accounts, and one of them I was playing in a tournament. One of them I was laddering. And what happened was the friends lists merged. It was really weird. The friends list were one account's friends list, which is just really weird. That's like the weirdest part. It wasn't even like, yeah, it was like everything else was different. I feel like if you had 2 windows, it would get messed up. That is what happened. It did get messed up. The friends list combined into one friends. They didn't combine into one friend list, but both accounts were sharing, had one of the accounts friends lists. It's pretty weird. I don't know how that happens. I also don't know how I win this matchup. This matchup seems tough. It's double lightning already in the discard though. I have to like 2-hit the Leafeon, I guess, and then go from there. I guess we'll figure it out. Does Toedscruel matter in this matchup? Probably not a whole ton, but I may as well get like the extra Zorua. I mean, it takes away what, Night Stretcher? How many Night Stretchers does that deck even play though? All right, here, let me see. 1 E-Switch. One Zorua. 1. Okay. Boss. 1 Iono, 2 Iono. 4 Arven, 2 Turo. 2 Janine, 2 Stadium. Wait, dude, what the fuck did I prize? I just looked at all my cards. 2 what? Pal Pad? Pal Pad's prized? Gotta be something big missing. Cleffa's prize, okay. Mochi's prize, right? Mochi's prize, okay. 2 prods in hand. Alright, that's fine. If it's gonna be like a super slow game where it's gonna be like I'm gonna Evo this turn, but I can't. Can I play it that slow? Like Evo this turn, Janine next turn. I don't know. We'll figure it out. You can play 2 games in the same account at the same time. I think they patched that. I don't think you can do that anymore. You did used to be able to do that, though. You did used to be able to, but I think they got rid of that. Or they patched it or whatever. Wait, this matchup honestly just seems terrible because I can't one-hit KO the Leafeon. I mean, we'll see. Well, they put a Psychic here, which is weird. Do they have a Flareon? Get the Night Toucher out of the way, I guess, before I get the toes online. Sure. Oh, they literally have the colorful friends here. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better about our situation, to be honest. And Flareon kills you? Oh yeah, and Flareon kills me. Wait, bro, we just get bodied in this matchup. If I can kill this Eevee this turn, though, I'm actually feeling okay. But I do need a lot. I need a lot, yeah. What the heck? I think I just literally open up with Janine to here, and then we'll just see what we draw into. I'm getting no toe value in this game as well. They have Leafeon and Crystal Prize Trust. That'd be helpful for sure. Okay, looks like they're setting up the Leafeon on the next. They could actually just go Leafeon Gust KO next turn, which would be really, really bad. But we'll see. I just have to click twice. Okay, cool. I guess I should get rid of the Turo here. Get rid of the Poffin. I mean, I got the energy. If I can just get the Stadium. Rid of the Munkidori. The Ionos have to be the highest value cards, right? What if I just like played Iono and attached to Zoroark? Would that have been better? It feels like playing the Janine was like super high value there. I don't know. Split the energy. 1-1-1. Pass. Maybe I should have played the Iono there. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I actually undervalued playing Iono there. Just like, because I would probably draw into an energy, right? If I play the Iono. So just play Iono, attach to Zoroark, pass. Next turn, try and find Turo or ends Castle plus attack. I think the E-Box is kind of good right now. Are you basing it off the fact that it seems to have a favorable matchup into Zoroark? Pech was also an out too. Ooh, I did forget about Pech. I actually completely forgot about Pech. Yeah, Pech was an out, yeah. Okay, I can get the initial punch on the... Wait, can I just go 2-2-2 here somehow? How can I 2-2-2 this? Because they put Latias in play, so I can 1-KO the Latias. I don't think I can 2-2-2 it. Yeah, Pecharunt. I already played a Janine, though. My Zorks are, like, ready to go as well. I didn't even think about Pech. Pech would have been pretty good there. 2-2-2 falls into Briar also. That's true. Especially if I'm not KOing anything. Especially if I'm not KOing or set up attackers, yeah. Wait, do they actually just have KO on my Zoroark here? Wait, no, they can't Crystal. Never mind, they can't. Just gonna punch a Zoroark? What? They're scared of the toes? Bro, you've already played a Night Toucher. What are you scared of? There's no way being scared of toes is correct, right? Okay, I'm fine with this, because now I can boss punch the Leafeon ahead of time, right? Punch Leafeon with Zorua, Mochi, Scratch, then Ursaluna late game. Well, now I think I can just commit Zoroark, punch Leafeon here. We just go Zoroark, attach, boss, punch, go from there. Oh, actually, is putting Fez down bad? It's probably not that bad. I feel like that was the worst thing to attack. I agree, yeah, that seems like by far the worst thing to attack. Did they not excel energy? They did not, no, yeah. I didn't even realize that until you said that. I am still just gonna boss punch this though, because it's still kind of scary. Yeah, what the heck? What is going on? Maybe they messed up like I did. I just misclicked or something. I guess I know they don't have a second Noctowl in their hand, though. This actually like, seems like a decent turn, to be honest. This actually seems decent. We'll see what they... Oh, wait, they KO me with the first attack, though. Oh. I mean, there's nothing I could have done about that, but... So Iono doesn't even seem that strong this turn, to be honest. I mean, I guess Unfair Stamp this turn does seem pretty good, though. I wouldn't hate Unfair Stamping them this turn. Okay, so I could... I mean, 2 is less than 3. I can Petch 1-hate this afterwards, so I can go... Okay, so I can get a tool off this. Wait, is Unfair in here? Okay, it is. Yeah, so do this. Petch is in there. Broad, Zorua, Zoroark, Energy. I could Super Rod back Munkidori Energy as well, but it's probably not worth it. And with the Unfair. Oh, I had Fez. Oops, I should have drawn with Fez first. I didn't realize that. I want to be able to Iono next turn. It could KO my Pecharunt if I bench it, so maybe I just don't bench it, but if I don't bench it, then getting into it is going to be tough. But if I have the thing in the deck, if I have an Ents Castle in the deck, I'll be able to draw it guaranteed. So I guess I can just wait. It seems fine. Nest Ball counter catcher. Save, save, save. Because if I go bench Petch, they could just be like, all right, Owl for energy boss KO Petch. And I don't have a way to 1 KO the Flareon. So I can do just wait here and just go. Knockout, yeah. So basically, oh, they could go Fandom KO my Zorua. Maybe I shouldn't have benches Zorua. I mean, like, they don't have a guarantee, but that would be kind of annoying if they had that play, right? Maybe I shouldn't have benched Zorua because it gives them the option of the Fandom KO. I didn't really think about that, to be honest. Or actually, it just gives them... It gives them the ability to attack with this guy, too, to get a prize card. They can, like, Burning Charge KO Zorua. That's also pretty bad. I guess maybe I just shouldn't have benches Zorua, to be honest. I guess that was maybe a mistake. Okay, they don't have that, but it was something. Potential mistake, but it's probably fine. I just need to find an Ents Castle, and then we should be good. We're see a lot of cards here. So I go bench Petch, E-switch off Reshiram to Petch, attach to Petch. Knockout Flareon with Petch, plus Iono to 1. Most people don't play Ursaluna, so I'm probably not scared of Ursaluna, but I guess they could have Ursaluna. Burning Charge KOs Reshiram too. Oh, that is true. It does do 130, so it would have KO'd the Reshiram anyway. So I guess it's just like the Fandom KO, but if they have Burning Charge, it's like the same thing then. Yeah, sure. Okay, evolve. Burn. Oh, there's 2 castles in there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm guaranteed to draw it if I don't play anything else. But I could play the Pal Pad, but I don't really need to play the Pal Pad, so I'm not going to play the Pal Pad. I could just bench Ursaluna at this point, because I would be able to KO the Latias, because I could whiff energy. But I think it's unlikely I whiff energy, but sure, why not? One less card in the deck, right? Maybe I burn this as well. Yeah, the active. I could not just play the Iono. It's fine. How do you play against Dusknoir in this meta? I mean, it depends on the deck you're playing. It's like everything's matchup specific. There's no neutral answer. Sometimes there are like overarching like things to apply to a certain matchup, but most of the time you need to like you need to know the deck that you're piloting against the deck to have like any real to give you any real like advice. Oh, it's not impossible to give you advice, but it's pretty hard to give you advice without that information. All right, nice. Most of the time you can't draw you don't draw prize cards in one hand anyway, so the Chien-Pao threat is always there. Like your first hit isn't gonna get you anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Can I quad Zoroark? Well, I don't have 4 Zoroarks to quad Zoroark with, but does Toedscool matter in this matchup? I feel like it doesn't, right? Triple Zorua is probably fine. Oh, I have another Zoroark in my hand. Oh, should we quad him? Can we quad him? Are we quadding? Sure, why not? Scratch with Pech, Mochi. Oh my gosh, you're right. I had game. No! Dude, I didn't even see it. I didn't even think about it. Mochi prized? Oh, see, Mochi was prized, so we wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. So it's still the correct play. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have. Mochi was prized. We were good. Why it's honestly gotta be so nuts? Why am I running into Julian, Gortbear, and Jackson Ford at a challenge? Bro, those are free dubs, bro. Why are you complaining, bro? You literally have some of the easiest opponents in the Pokemon TCG to go up against and get free challenge and cup wins, and you're complaining. This is insane. Dude, the donk there would have been so clean. I didn't even think about it at all. How much does this thing hit? So does it max out at 60? We can scratch for 60 turn 1, right? We capping at 6. Even if it didn't donk them, it still would have been the correct play, right? Even if it didn't donk them. But KOing their, like, even if they had a Miraidon on the bench and Joltik in the active, KOing that Joltik was huge. Now this is going to be, like, really difficult. Honestly, that's actually kind of interesting. I feel like, even if, let's say the Mochi was prized, I probably should have attached to Zorua and patched up a Zorua to evolve to double Zoroark to actually build up a damage in play to then use with Munkidori as well. Like, building up that 10 damage in play for Munkidori later would have actually been pretty good here. Moving into, like, this next turn or whatever. Interesting. We can do that this turn, though. We can hit him with the Scratch KO still, which isn't as good as it would have been last turn, but it's still something. You go try Riftbound? Possibly, yeah. What the fuck? These Joltiks are ready to go, bro. Chill out. What am I trading away here? I guess probably the energy. Energy again? I could get rid of the Iono, actually. Okay, it's fine. I didn't check which energy I prized, but... I think we still just scratch here, right? This is going to be pretty tough, I'm not going to lie. If I just donked them, it would have been pretty easy. However, you're never lucky, you know? Sometimes you forget how much damage your Zorua can hit for. But now I know. It can hit for 60. Turn 1, 60 damage. KO Badoo. KO Toedscool. KO Joltik. KO Cleffa. KO... What is Ralts weak to? Metal or Dark? Can we KO Ralts? Is it weak to Dark? Oh, that's actually kind of sick. Mochi prize? Yeah, but Mochi's prize sometimes. Never lucky. Do they have the Galvantula KO? KO Pichu. KO Pichu. Oh, Iron Leaves? I actually don't mind the Iron Leaves, to be honest, at all. I don't mind getting Irons leaved here. Iron Leavesed. I could Mochi KO that. If I can draw into the Mochi. Oh, but I need Hetch, Mochi, Reshiram. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Oh, but I also need an energy on my... Alright, we need a lot. I'm just gonna send this guy up. I could also just hit them for 210 and not draw a prize card, actually. That might be better, to be honest. I could see that being better, like not drawing a prize card here. They did very little on their turn. That's Reshiram. We'll figure it out. I feel like I have to Iono here. I really hate the idea of Ionoing them. Jeez, man, this is like a really good hand. What the fuck? This is so bad. Do I punch him for 170 and hope that just their next turn is awkward? I don't know. Oh, I should have freaking petched it though to build up damage in play, I think. Oops. I probably should have petched this up to build up a damage in play, so I could like monkey, so I have more damage to work with my monkeys. Oh, this is kind of an L. I mean, unless their hand sucks. Their hand could suck, I guess. Prepare to get triple bossed. Yeah, it's not looking good. Scratch angle. Yeah, we could scratch next turn with the Moch. If their Galvantula was prize, they could have it now. I mean, they have Prime Catcher here, and that gives them another 2 prize cards. I think just trying to get out of reach pretty quickly. Not looking good. It is possible to make a comeback, though. It's not probable, though. What do I even do here? Like, How do I take this KO? What do you do with your used sleeves? Throw them away. Mochi Scratch Iono? Yeah, or I'm just gonna start with this draw. Unfair is what I was looking for. I mean, it is still winnable. Let's see. What else do I need access to? Hold up. Oh, I could have traded first there. Oops. I still have trade, right? What could I Pal Pad for? Oh, both my Ionos are gone? Maybe the Pal Pad then. All right, hope for the best. Catcher. I have an Arven in hand though. I can get catcher next turn, right? I don't even know what I'm gonna do on this next turn. We'll figure that out as well. Not sure. I could like KO both Joltics though. Like if they do nothing next turn, I think they truly just dead drew here. Then we can just like KO double Joltik or something, I guess. We'll see what they have though. You just put the 10 on Pika? Oh, I can't. Maybe next turn. I don't have any energy on my Munkidori. So what does this lead to? Clefairy KO? Thing weak to what? Metal or dark? Metal? Okay. Okay, so what I can do here is we can punch this for one. I own it to one punch for 170. Is that correct though? Isn't that if they draw boss, they win? Well, let me think. So I own it for one KO. I could not take the knockout though. I could avoid taking the KO here if I wanted to. Like I don't have to take the KO here. I could just punch them for 170. But if they have a boss, they win. But if I give them access to... If I give them access to Fez plus Mew draw, their prime's gone. So they'd have to get Galvantula plus Gust. Maybe I do just take the KO. Maybe I do just KO them, actually. I kind of want to do the cheesy play, but honestly, I think y'all might be cooking. Yeah, are y'all cooking, though? Is that true? I could also just Nest Ball for Mew into boss as well. Yeah, I'd probably just take the KO. Yeah, screw it, whatever. Is Fez surprised? Well, we don't know that. I assume you're just trolling, though. I guess I could always like wait and see what I draw and then decide. I don't. Oh no, I do have a win condition next turn. Yeah, sure. Ursa knockout. Yeah, we got him. Crispin also loses you the game. Well, maybe. Hang on. What's their energy count at? Crispin might not lose me the game actually. No, Crispin. I'd probably lose to Crispin. Yeah. Yeah, the other play would have been to like Pecharunt my Zoroark up there and punch him for 170, and then I could Munkidori the 20 over plus Ursaluna boss KO Miraidon for 4 prizes next turn. But yeah, you could pass. No, the question didn't even need to draw cards. Maybe it's prized. It'd be pretty unlucky for all to be prized, to be honest. Dude, it's criminal. We almost made the comeback there.